Hey guys, this is Rachel Jackson. I'm a Master Pro 10 with LifeVantage. And if you guys are checking this out, chances are you are wanting to know how to stand out in social media. And this could not be more of a pertinent topic because we are in a crazy world right now. But it doesn't mean that there's not opportunity. It doesn't mean I've been coaching my team that this is a chance for you to stand out, a chance for you to gain influence, a chance for you to be a positive light on a hill. They're on their computers more, they're scrolling, they're numbing, they're even fearful, they're uncertain. And so people are looking for hope, positivity, they're looking for opportunity, they're looking for answers, and they're looking for guidance. People are always looking for a leader. And this is an incredible chance for you to move your business forward in a way that is also prepping you for when this all blows over, and hopefully it won't be too long. I actually got started in the industry 13 years ago. I'm a college dropout. I was a failure for many years until I got introduced to the concept of branding and what I call building a micro celebrity following, meaning like your own little raving qualified fans and prospects that love you, that trust you, that love what it is that you share in your voice and your message and your representation. And I started that back in around 2008, 2009. And before that, guys, this was right at the beginning of Facebook. So it was a lot of YouTube in the beginning, then in Facebook. And those have been the two primary outlets. And so I've really been blessed to take a ton of courses, hire some of the best coaches. And in the last 10 years, doing this consistently, predictably, with very little ad spend, very little marketing dollars, I have built a following of over 350,000 people. I've personally enrolled over 1,000 people in the last 9 years from Facebook alone. And so I'm hoping that even just one thing off of today's training is going to help you take yourself to the next level, maybe make some clarification of how to build online, because this is something that we do on our team. Which we affectionately call Team Heart, we build about 90% of our business using social media, 10% hotel meetings, in-persons, one-on-ones.